name's Barry, I'm from EVX. Robert, so what do you do for a living?
Well, I build custom replicas of famous movie cars, like the Back to the Future car, Ghostbusters, Knight Rider, Jurassic Park, all that kind of stuff. And I have a TV show here in the United States called Screen Machines on the Reelz Channel.
Yep, there you go. Right.
Coming to the UK, so it'll probably be coming to Australia, and also there's 80s pop culture is big.
Yes.
It influences a lot of modern things. Even 30 years later, the Time Machine and Knight Rider, you see these things happening now. Things that were fantasy 30 years ago are now happening now. So what used to be fantasy, having a TV in a car or a digital dash or thumbprint technology, all those things that we saw in those movies and TV shows are now happening now for real. So I see you're trying to do some of that futuristic stuff now.
Yes. So this is inspired by Mad Max.
Oh, of course, so the Interceptor.
The post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
So
the ruler of the wasteland.
Yeah. So
the Ayatollah of rock and roll.
So here we're trying to push the buzzword of toughness. We're trying to create a new category of car called Survivor. So it's endurance based, obviously because of the solar panels. Okay. So you don't need to be plugged into a socket to actually keep it going.
Yeah. And there's a lot of sun in Australia.
Yes, there is. So I'll just take you
get more than we do.
Yeah. What do you think of our designs so far?
Well, obviously it's very aerodynamic. I'd be interested to see what you're going to do with the doors. You're going to have them just swing out, or are they going to raise up?
Gull wings, most likely.
Gull wings, I like that. There's a lot of places you can put solar panels on, on the car, and even on the side. Even as I think that I've seen a lot of solar cars where they don't think about putting them on the side, but as you're getting sun from either direction, you could pick up sun. And I know that they're developing clear glass solar panel as well.
Yes,
I've seen that.
We're involved with a company that produces transparent glass.
Perfect.
Working as a solar panel. Obviously, the amount of energy it captures is a bit lower.
Yeah.
But
anything you get is bonus.
For an ultra lightweight aerodynamic car like
this. What are you going to make the body out of?
Carbon fiber composites.
You're going to have regenerating brakes as well?
Yes, and we've actually developed regenerative shock absorbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. If money was no object, why would someone buy such a car?
Well, have you seen the prices of gas here in Vegas? $3-4 a gallon. I mean, you see cars like the Tesla. I'm impressed by the car. I would like to have one. I thought about it, but the cost offset. Yes. When you spend $130,000, $140,000 for the car, and then you levy that versus how much fuel you're going to use, it's not economical. So it's really more of a moral decision for the environment. And also, it's a great performance car. You're going to be solar only, or are you going to also allow charging?
Yeah, we're going to allow charging, but the battery will be more of a backup because it's only a 10 kilowatt-hour battery compared to Tesla's 85 to 90.
Okay.
Essentially,
because that way, while you're at work or while the car can be charging.
Do you think there are potential customers in the world that may buy this as an early adopter?
Anything's possible. If you can put a decent amount of range in that car and a decent amount of performance, it doesn't have to be that fast. I just think that when you think about the Tesla, which I think is the most famous electric car right now, they have a range of maybe 200 miles and things that have to be charged.
Yes.
What is your battery range going to be? What is your nighttime use going to be? If I want to drive the car at night.
So combined range, we have 550 kilometers.
That's pretty good.
0 to 62 or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time is less than 7 seconds. The
really
top
good.
speed's a bit over 150 kilometers per hour.
That's plenty fast for any American car out there.
And what differentiates this from other cars on the road is it has an unlimited or infinite range at an average of 37 miles per hour at the moment. And I think that will improve over time as technology improves.
Which is about double the speed of the traffic around Vegas right now. You can't go more than about 5 or 10 miles an hour out there. I think obviously electricity is what the future is. It's just about how do we either harness that power, either in a battery or in the skin of the car through solar use. By the time this comes out, the self-driving technology will probably be a little bit better, and that'll be something else you can integrate into.
Yes.
And you know.
Okay. So what do you think of the idea of a self-sufficient, self-driving car as a concept?
As a concept, it's great. If you can make it work, you get yourself a winner. If you make a car that does what you're saying, you'll have no problem selling it.
Great. Okay, so my last question is, would you potentially buy this car yourself, given your background as an enthusiast?
Possibly. I got to see the prototype.
Yes.
If it comes in black and red.
Absolutely, it will be customized to your colors.
Yeah, let's try that out.
Great. So hope
good
to
luck.
see your show in Australia sometime.
Hope it works.
Thanks for your time, Rob.
Thanks, man.
My name is VideoBob Moseley. I create the coolest movie car replicas you've ever seen.
This is the DeLorean time machine. This is the most iconic movie vehicle of all time.
Just trying to get as much feedback from people like yourself, get a bit more social proof and customer validation before we pitch it to investors. And that's a pretty hard task in Australia, unfortunately. We need actually a lot more.
I think a turnoff to people with solar cars, they look at it and go, it's got solar panels on it. They kind of, but you can somehow mask those, even if it's with a translucent film or something.
I see what you mean, like just the cosmetic.
Cosmetic
solar panels. Isn't that sexy? Like,
yeah. Because you look at it, and it's kind of like an alligator or something.
Sure. So, how can I watch your TV show? Being in Australia.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
unfortunately you can't right now. The closest you can get is some YouTube clips. But hopefully, this TCB Media Rights, these guys are international distributors, so they're taking it to the UK, and hopefully it comes to Australia, New Zealand, that whole area. You know, anywhere where people like pop culture from the '80s, from America. That's where we're trying to go.
The Immortus could be part of that.
Yeah,
show one day.
Maybe one day we'll take one of these, we'll customize it, and turn it into something. So how far is this as far as you've gotten?
So we've actually pretty much finalized the designs because the proof of concept in terms of technology has been through the World Solar Challenge from Solar Races. We're raising money to build the full working scale prototype, which will take us 12 months. So that's how far we are away. As soon as we get the cash, in 12 months' time, we'll have the full working scale prototype, which hopefully will be back at SEMA. Next year or the year after to showcase.
Well, hey, if it's here, I can't wait to see it. I want to see it.
Thank you.
I hope you make it. Good luck, guys.
Will you be back next year?
Of course.
Thanks,
Come
Rob.
over here.
Showtime. This is Screen Machines.